25 years ago, if someone told you they were moving to Highland Park, you might have thought they were a little crazy, maybe need their head checked. Now, 25 years later, with the gentrifying of Los Feliz and Silver Lake, the neighboring towns, Highland Park is one of the most sought after places to live on the east side of LA. Nestled between Glendale, Silver Lake, Pasadena, it's not far from downtown LA or the Disney studios in Burbank. It really is quite a great location. And York Boulevard, the main strip right now in Highland Park, has really come a long way. Cool, trendy restaurants, bars, juice bars, yoga. It really is kind of a spot to be seen in these days, which is unbelievable really compared to the reputation it did have back in the 90s. So today in this video, I'm going to show you the neighborhood. What's it like? What are the schools like? The crime? How much does it cost to rent or buy in Highland Park? If that's what you're looking for, come on, let's go. I'm Matt Tilley, the British bloke. I'm a local realtor. If you're looking to make a move to the east side in the next 10 days or 10 months, give me a call. Always happy to help. I made the move from London back in 2008, so I know what it's like to make a scary move across states or even across continents. Hope to hear from you. Highland Park is one of the smallest suburbs or neighborhoods in LA County, really. It's only 3.5 square miles, 54,000 residents, but it packs a punch, 5 grocery stores, 29 restaurants, and 3 parks. So really, for such a small neighborhood, it kind of offers you a lot. Personally, I would say not many neighborhoods have gentrified as rapidly as Highland Park. Like I said, you've got the fancy restaurants and bars now, but you still have a lot of street vendors, the food trucks, which are absolutely delicious. So it's trying to keep its roots, but I do know a lot of people who lived here 20, 30 years ago say Highland Park is not what it used to be. The diversity isn't there anymore, with everyone kind of moving in, bumping the prices of rentals and properties. Right now I'm on York Boulevard, and there's definitely a lot of hustle and bustle. If you live in neighboring Los Feliz, for example, you're not going to get a street in Los Feliz with as much hustle and bustle as York Boulevard in Highland Park. In Silver Lake, yeah, Sunset Junction has a lot going on. If you're looking to move to a neighborhood where you can walk from your home to the street, grab a coffee, grab a drink, grab some lunch, Highland Park really delivers. And while there are still a lot of shops that have been here 10, 20 years, it has gentrified a lot. And like I said, that's one of the biggest grumbles of the people who have lived here a long time. Highland Park's kind of losing its identity a little bit. A lot of yuppies, people call, moving in, your Tesla drivers. And do they appreciate the history of Highland Park? Probably not, but they definitely enjoy living here. And if Highland Park doesn't give you enough entertainment, you've got the Hollywood Bowl not too far away, along with the Greek Theatre and the Griffith Park Observatory if you want to go for a nice evening hike and take a look at the whole of LA. Absolutely worth it if you ask me. All right, I'm sure you're here because you're thinking about moving to Highland Park and want to know how much it costs to live here. So let's go take a look at some houses, shall we? Let's see where your money goes. What do you get for 800 grand, a million, 1.5 in Highland Park? I'm going to show you right now. If you're looking for a 2-bedroom starter home, $750,000 can get you in the market. $850 to $950 is a good budget to give yourself a good selection. Now, if you want a 3-bedroom home, maybe you're starting a family or need an office space, you really need about $850,000. But if your budget's $900 to $1 million, you can definitely get something in Highland Park. It's an old neighborhood. A lot of these homes were built 100 years ago. And guess what? 100 years ago, it wasn't all about having a huge home. So a lot of these homes, 2-bed, are 800, 900,000 square foot. And a lot of the 3-bed homes under $1 million, you're looking at 1,000 to 1,300 square foot. So if you want to move to a neighborhood with big homes, Highland Park is not for you, though they do offer larger lots. The standard lot in LA is about 5,500 square foot. In Highland Park, it's very common to see bigger than that. That's definitely a plus. Now, don't get me wrong, if you do want a 2,000 square foot plus home, 4-bedroom, for example, they are in Highland Park. They might be harder to find, but they are here. You need north of $1.4 million though. If you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe. I do videos every week on what it's like to live in LA County. If that's what you're looking for, hope to see you in my next video. Now, if you're looking to rent, you can get yourself a 1-bed condo, around 2 grand. 2-bed condo, 2.5 grand. If you're looking for a 2-bed house, about 3,000. Now, if you want a 3-bedroom house or bigger, you're looking at about 3,500, 4,000 minimum really to get something nice. What I do like about Highland Park though, there's quite a few multi-families. If you're looking for a duplex, maybe you need some income to help pay off the mortgage, Highland Park has the good options that aren't too expensive. You can get yourself a duplex for around $1 million, just north of $1 million. And because the rent is high here, you can offset a lot of your mortgage. That's a great point about this neighborhood. Also, when it comes to architecture, there's quite an array, to be honest. If you're looking for views as well, Highland Park, there's a lot of homes up in the hills with nice views of the city. But there's Spanish vibe, there's Victorian as well, there's bungalows, two-story, craftsman. So if you're not quite sure what style of home you like, come to Highland Park. There's plenty to choose from. You'll definitely be able to find out what you do like. What you will notice about Highland Park, there's a lot of older homes that haven't had much work done. The people who have lived here more than 30 years, and there's a lot of new homes. People are buying rundown homes, flipping them or redoing themselves. So there's a huge array. One house will be beautifully done and the next door neighbor haven't had anything done in 30 years. That's Highland Park that's Highland Park to a T. A lot of money moving in, gentrifying, homes are improving, the neighborhood's improving, but there's still a lot of people who have lived here for generations. Also, you've got the wide streets. I'm always a fan of wide streets. It makes parking a lot easier. A lot of these driveways don't really offer much parking if you live here. But yeah, you've got the tree-lined wide streets, always family orientated if you ask me. But one other thing, Highland Park, I really feel like it's a neighborhood where you come when you're a young professional, maybe dating someone, but is it a place where you move to with a young family trying to start your life? Maybe, but oh, someone's reversing into their driveway here. Maybe it is, but I don't know. Would I want to move to Highland Park, for example, if I had a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old? The schools are improving rapidly. They're not bad, but also there's neighborhoods close by with better schools, Silver Lake, Los Feliz, South Pasadena, Burbank, Glendale, for example. So yeah, I used to come here. A good friend of mine lived in Highland Park for a long time. I used to come here. It was a great place to live. We always had a good time. But if I was settling down somewhere for the next 10 years, would Highland Park be on my radar? Probably not. So if you're an investor, I still think Highland Park has some value. There's enough distressed homes and still areas within Highland Park that need to gentrify and will gentrify as more money is poured into this neighborhood. So it's very, very hard to find areas in LA right now where it makes sense to invest. Highland Park could be one of those areas. Crime in Highland Park is definitely higher than its neighboring towns. For how expensive Highland Park is to live right now, I think the crime level should be less, to be honest. But, like I said, 25 years ago, Highland Park was known for gangs and a lot of crime. It's come a long way. Is there still room for improvement? Absolutely. There's also a metro system that kind of works well. People use it. It's one of the better ones in LA, if you ask me. But if you are looking to go to Santa Monica or the beaches on a regular basis, Highland Park is not for you. If you're looking to work in those neighborhoods as well, you're looking at an hour and 15 to an hour and a half commute each way. Traffic is bad in LA, as we know, and Highland Park really is east side. And if you're thinking about spending a lot of time on the west side, I would definitely pick somewhere closer. Also, the weather. Everyone thinks the weather in LA is the same no matter where you live. It's just not the case. If you live in Highland Park, summer days could be at least 15 degrees hotter than, say, Santa Monica or Venice or closer to the beaches. So if you don't like the searing heat, maybe Highland Park is not a good place for you to live. I'm a big fan of Highland Park, to be honest. The walkability is excellent, easy to get to the shops and the restaurants. A lot of neighborhoods close by where you can go out and party and shop. Like I said, the Hollywood Bowl, and even Hollywood's only about 25 minutes away. So if you're a young professional, or even in your mid-30s, maybe even with very young children, Highland Park could be a fantastic place for you to live. However, if you're looking to move to LA and you've got teenagers, or you're looking to start a family and live there for a long time, I just think there's better options than Highland Park. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan, but for a family, maybe not. I always tell people how vibrant front doors make a huge difference to the house. Take a look at this one. Look at that. Nice looking house, don't get me wrong, but that red front door really makes it pop. Absolutely love that. Oh look, the next door neighbor copied. I've been walking around Highland Park, the neighborhoods, for about the last hour. And you know what? More than any neighborhood I've toured in the last year, and that is a lot, I'm seeing more and more work being done to the homes of Highland Park. I can tell money is moving in. It's unbelievable. It's like every fifth house has been bought and someone's working on it, or they're trying to improve it, or the gardeners are there doing the curb appeal. Highland Park is going places. It's not Los Feliz yet. It's not Silver Lake yet. In 5 years' time, I think it will be. And prices are going to go up, up, up. I'm Matt Tilley, the British bloke. I'm a local realtor. And like I said, if you're looking to make a move to LA County, please reach out. Always happy to help and answer any questions you might have. Hope to hear from you.